All right, so we just hit our 5th Otani auto in 21 cases. It's pretty. That's like twice what it should be. In 21 cases, we should have 3 Otanis. We've got 5. So okay, not quite twice. But you get my point. Otani, paper base. Greg Dykman, base auto. Yeah. Yeah, I talked to him. He put it up on eBay already, which I think is smart, being the first one to list one. I mean, there's 10 of them out there. So eventually more are going to get pulled. Talking about the booklet on Breakers TV. So he put the picture up, and he told me regular shipping was fine, but if it gets sold, he might contact me. I might overnight it to him. He put it up at $3,000. Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. There's a lot of guys I was like, why aren't they on there, and why are these guys on there? I think it just came down to what stickers they had. You know, as crazy as that may seem, it probably came down to who had 10 extra stickers, you know? But yeah, no Otani. I should have had you bring me a drink, I forgot. Steven Duggar, purple. Oh, is there another one up? Well, he was the first to list, but now that there's another one, that'll be interesting to see what happens. I think auction's a mistake, personally. But and now that there's one at auction, he's going to have trouble getting more than whatever it ends at auction. But maybe it goes high enough, I don't know. I figured the first one was worth around $1,000, maybe a little bit more. But I think eventually they drop down to, you know, $500 cards. Depending on how they look, too. But yeah, that's not a good sign. How many days did you say? Mercado, second auto, case 22. $10, Taiwan. Oh yeah, yeah, Taiwan in 10 days. Both of those are mistakes. And I don't know what you do about the Taiwan part, but Austin Hayes, that's another really rare rookie auto. Austin Hayes. I think that's my third Austin Hayes. Aaron Knapp. Otani. Glaber. I don't know if there's autos I haven't pulled. I haven't really gone over the checklist since I started, so I can't remember. But every once in a while I'll hit somebody and I'll go, hey, I haven't hit him. Like Ahmed Rosario. I didn't know he was in the checklist until I hit him. Frazier, I didn't know he was in the checklist till I hit him. So there's probably still some people. Scott Kingery. There's probably still some people out there that I haven't hit yet. I don't know. I didn't know about the Atomic we just hit in case 20. Who was that? I can't think of his name. He was a prospect auto, one of the second-year prospect autos. Those are really rare too. For the Padres. What the hell's his name? Sam Hilliard. Yeah, Gore. Yeah. Oh, come on. Fuck. It's always annoying when that happens. But at least the video I upload will be good. Yeah. There's another one. Another guy talking about gift. Showing his shady ass. Colton Welker. Here, I'll link you that one too. You can see what I'm talking about. I don't even know why guys like post that. He should have just stopped when he was ahead. Both of them should have. Oh, he says he just scams PayPal. He just, oh, I just scam PayPal, that's all. No biggie. I'll just scam PayPal. figure I better step back because I was just like, let's just ban him. Fernando Tatis. I was like, oh, I better stop. I'm gonna start banning people left and right. I gotta quit. Yeah, it's insane. He's like, oh, when people scam me, I'm 6 for 6 for getting scammed, and I just go to PayPal and I'm like, friend did it. No, I don't like gift because I don't want PayPal messing with my account. You know, I'll just pay the 3%. Thank you. I'll just pay it. It's all good. The time I like gift is when it's an international and I don't know them. Then I like gift, but I haven't done that in years. That or payment up front, other than PayPal, you know. Send me a check. Right. No, it can't be, especially with a big account. Well, with any account, because PayPal's convenient as hell, but you know, my account with PayPal, both my personal account and the account I use with Blowout, that's theirs, not mine, they're both in such high standing that, you know, PayPal never even questions if on the very rare instance when I'm like, hey, something's up, they don't even question it. But this guy's bragging about being 6 for 6 with the same bullshit story, you know. I'm like, PayPal's smarter than that, so I think you're a liar, but whatever. Right? Yeah, well, the reason I banned them both in the first thread is I was pretty sure they were both lying about different aspects. I think what happened is the OP sent his cards like he said he did, and I think he probably included everything, but maybe he made a mistake and he didn't. All right? The guy gets the cards and then cancels his shipment. So he shipped late enough that he could go to UPS and get it stopped, you know? Don't tell me you did. Don't tell me you shipped at the same time like you agreed to and had enough time to get the cards, get your package, open it up, check it out, decide there's something missing, and then go and stop your package before it gets to Buddy. No, I think that was premeditated. Now he's got Buddy over a barrel, so he's like, look, your cards are only worth, whatever, $400. So I'm just going to send you $400. And then the OP, he realizes 400 is better than nothing and accepts it. But then he goes on the forum and blasts the guy. Now, it would have worked. That would have been fine if he had mentioned the $400 deal. He never did. So when I start calling him out saying, hey, you got all these scans, post the proof, somebody's lying. And they both panic. Oh, one sending me PMs. wanting the thread deleted, but he won't answer simple questions. You know, I'm like, did you do this or not? No response. I get nothing. I'm like, okay. And then Buddy, he don't want to post no more pictures. When I ask him to post a proof, he don't want to do it. All right. So I just got rid of both of them. They're clearly going to be headaches. Otani? They're crazy too. Both of them are crazy. Especially the OP. Who sends $1,000 worth of cards to somebody that just joined? Pache. They're insane. You know that dude was schmoozing him in the text. Oh, buddy, I'm your pal. Send me your $1,000 Hermione Granger cards. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Daniel Johnson. I ate a lot of Daniel Johnson. Him and Logan Allen. Yeah. Yeah, that's always easier that way. When we have when we don't have to go hunting for the information. I hate that. I hate it if I have to. You send me, I get a message. Hey, I had this guy scam me. What do I do? I always tell them report it to the mods. I don't even ask. Because I've got to go back to you, and now I've got to ask you for that. I got to pull the information from you. I don't want to have to do that. So I just tell them, report it to the mods. And then hope I don't get stuck with the investigation. Triple up the patch. Hey, I'm on it. I got you. Oh, right there. Sean Murphy. My wife's hunting retail Bowman right now. I don't know if she'll find any, but she's looking. Nope, doesn't look like it. The first place she went, they didn't have any. They had it yesterday, but it was kind of late and we were busy. So I didn't go driving around. So I made her go. Could be. Could be. Isabel, Dodgers. No, I'm just going to let it go. The whole come at me mods made the mod team mad. That's the only reason I even knew about the thread. They've got a section in the mod section like, what about this idiot? Dennis Santana. I never would have seen the thread otherwise. It's not the first time we've had an encounter with him either. I just didn't research it any. Will Smith. Spencer Howard, purple auto for the Phillies. Yeah, I don't know. He's a fool, though. Not everybody's had their day in the mod spotlight. I never had one until I became a mod. Otani. Our mod team's pretty laid back for the most part. Steven Gonsalves to 50. They pretty much just read the reports, try to answer them as best they can, and then they just go on. Yeah, that was Buddy that we ended up banning anyway. And he reported your website because people on your website were talking bad about him. And I was like, what's that got to do with us? No, I think I'll probably do another one after this. Andres Jimenez. And then I'll probably do a dinner break at some point. And then I'll come back and break again tonight. But that really had nothing to do with us at all. Other than that he reported it on here. I think it was LA Kings was making fun of him. I think that's who it was. And he was and thought reporting it to us would do something. I was like, dude, I don't even like your drama on this forum. I don't want to have to deal with your bullshit on another one. Oh, Angel's next case. Yeah, you want to stay. Don't go anywhere. I just hit, assuming we don't hit one in the next 4 boxes, I've been going back every other case lately. I want to say 2, 11, 14, 17, 19, 21. I think that's how it's gone. Actually, it has. 17, 19, 21. Or maybe it was 14. 2, 11, 14, 19, 21. Yeah, that's probably it. Anyway, every other. Counting on that. Oh. Well, I gave Deathy so much room because he had been a member for so long. And I didn't think he was really a bad guy. You know? Cedric Mullins. So that's why I kind of gave him as many chances as I did. What iMac would do is he knew which mod to report to. And so what he would do is he would he would be Alex Fado to 50 paper. Hold on 1 second. He would be proactive with that mod. And as soon as he posted something and he knew the kind of responses he would get, he would send that mod a message. You know, on Facebook, he would send him messages. He would send him messages on eBay. He would text him. So that mod would always have the investigation. And they generally went iMac's way. And for the most part, I didn't really care. You know, I didn't think iMac was a scammer. He was just a real pain in the ass. But if somebody else is always handling it, whatever, you know. Logan Allen. But around that time, I just had enough of him. But if I was an admin, I probably couldn't have banned him. Yeah. Yeah, if I hit you in Otani, you can come get it. I'll meet you at the airport. You don't even gotta fly, you can drive. Yeah, he ruffled a lot of feathers, I think. Just being so annoying. IMAX actually the reason I can't bring John on as a mod. John would be my next choice as mod. He's actually been my next choice for about 5 years now. But the whole IMAC thing is the reason I can't bring him on. It's the reason I can't get the vote through. You know, he just was always fighting with IMAC. I mean, I could just say he's a mod. I've done that before, but Rowdy Telez. So instead, I just haven't brought anyone else on. The last mod I brought on, I think, was 2014. So this will be 4 years now without adding anybody to the mod team. Aaron Judge to 499. Actually, that's cool. Look, 499 of 499. That arm, the whole arm is shaking. I don't know why. It's been like that all day. 499 of 499. Aaron Judge, eBay 101. No, P-Scale's pretty. I mean, he's more active on the forum, but he's not very active as a mod. Even Robert's a lot less active than he used to be. Jimenez for the Mets. So it's really just, to be honest with you, the new mod, Blowout Cards 4, is probably more active as far as modding than anybody. Blowout wants to clear out inactive mods, but I don't want to do it. So I don't want to do it. You know, I don't want to train new mods. Everything, it's working. You know, I'm kind of with a mod team. If it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. We almost made a change in 2017. We're really close, but I ended up not doing it. Yeah, I'm sure they're bored of it. It's a shit job. I mean, you know how it is from your forum. It's a horrible job. It's like being the bad guy, you know? It's like being the bad guy all the time. I mean, it's nice when you catch scammers. That's always nice when you know you've protected somebody from falling for that bullshit. Zach Littell, I like that part of it, but we've scared off a lot of scammers because I'll post their grandmother's picture up, you know. So we've scared off a lot of scammers. They know I'll do it, so that's why they're like, oh, if you post my grandmother's picture, I'll sue you. Yeah, well, in the meantime, your grandmother's picture's going to be up, so scam if you want to. Ever since I started doing that, I've noticed a lot of that's fallen way off. Not that we still don't have it. From time to time we do, but nothing like we did 5 years ago. Nowhere near. when I came on to the team, it was don't post anything, don't post any public information, you know. And I mean, I get it, but at the same time, man, it's one hell of a deterrent. You know, let your lawyer send me a cease and desist letter, but I'm gonna do it. Man, I've got kids who scam the forum, you know, years ago. Now they're in college, right? And they got their college professor sending me emails begging me to remove the information because they want this kid to go into this program. They can't get in. They can't get into the college program because the college program checks social media, searches for them on Google. Yeah. So unless your name is John Smith, that shit's showing up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, they'd be hating that shit. Take that off. That's not fair. I get that a lot. It's not fair to post my public information. He's in Miami. I don't know his real name, but he's in Miami. Yeah. We've got one thread where we list some lady. She wasn't, I don't think she was necessarily scamming, but she was receiving packages. So her name and address showed up. Ended up getting posted in the thread. Man, she tells me all the time, I've got a really unique name and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, you know, you accepted stolen goods. Did you ever repay that person? Why should I repay him? You accepted stolen goods. Did you ever repay that person? No, and I shouldn't have to. Well, sorry for your luck. She's like, all my family talks about it. Well, sorry for your luck. You should take it down. I probably should, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, Bohica did. Otani. Good for him too. You shouldn't have to deal with that stuff in your, you know, that guy on Twitter that I had to deal with. Remember? Man, that's just, it's not worth it, you know? My wife, they found my wife's Facebook. This was years ago. Actually, it was Captain Bohica's crew as a matter of fact. They found my wife's Facebook, and in one of her, she ended up, I didn't, you know, I'm like, whatever. She had, her Facebook was public. And she had made some post some months back or years back, and it had her phone number in it. She was telling some friend of hers, oh, send me a, you know, give me a call, or I don't have your number, here's my number. And they found it, and they started calling her. 2013. They were calling my wife because of my, they said I was making, well, their reasoning was that I was making too much money on group breaks. And as a result, they called my wife on her phone. I'm not even going to tell you some of the stuff they said. They were all real brave behind, you know, hidden contact numbers. My wife didn't even know what the hell they were talking about. Oh, she was hot. Harrison Bader for the Cardinals. Boy, she demanded I stop breaking completely. Stop. I would imagine he was one of them, but it wasn't just him. There was quite a few people that were calling. I want to say 3 or 4 different names. I think what they probably did is they probably posted it up on that VIP website that Brad runs, and just had everybody call her. That's the only, you know, that's my guess. We ended up having to change her number. We shut down her Facebook. She has one now, but it's private. and you can't find it if you look for her name. It doesn't show up. You know, she's got it written in a way that it doesn't show up. But it took her a while. It was a couple of years before she got Facebook again. Shut the whole thing down. But it scared her, you know, all these random people sending her threats and vile insults and stuff like that. Yeah, it was tough. She doesn't know about the stuff on Twitter. If she had ever seen the stuff on Twitter, I wouldn't be able to break. She'd leave me. It would be either that or she left me. No, I think Bay Area G Work D, that's a different guy. I don't know. She didn't find any retail recently. Ronald Guzman. Yeah, they should have. They just, you know, the way Blowout looked at it was, one, they gave me permission to run bigger brakes. Heliot Ramos, refractor. That was their, once they gave me permission to run bigger brakes, the whole $100 thing went out the window. Because how do you only make $100 on a 10 case brake? You know, I mean, you can keep it low, but you can also, you know, end up losing money. And then why can one guy make $100 on one brake, and then the guy doing 10 cases can only make, you know, he can only make $10, right? So they were like, yeah, go ahead, but they never put it in the rules. That was the catch. They never wrote that shit down. If they had just written it down, that would have been it, you know, but they didn't. So they ended up there. They were like, what do we do? And I was like, well, I can go break somewhere else. It's not a big deal. They're like, no, break here. DJ Peters. And I was like, well, if I'm going to break here, then, you know, you've got to change it to where you got to write it down, not just tell me. But that was more the admin than them, because they made the change, but the admin never noted it. That's all it was. But nobody really cared about that. That really wasn't, you know, it was more, the big issue was Wolfer got blanked and got mad. He got mad about a break and was just looking for any excuse to raise hell, because I told him he couldn't join anymore. And he was like, you can't do that to me. I was like, watch. You can't join anymore. And when I did that, he was furious. He went to Blowout. How dare this guy say I can't join breaks? I was like, he can join any break he wants, just not mine. That's where it all came from. Yeah, their math was wrong. I was making more on that break than I normally do, though. The reason is I took the numbers from a Bowman break right before, and I just kept the same numbers. But Bowman Chrome's easier because there's only 4 cards per pack. So it was higher than what I normally have it. So they had a point there, but they didn't make that point. They had to change it where, you know, they had me making, I think, $1,000 or something like that. It was nowhere near that. So that helped. You know, if they had been honest, they'd have had more of they'd have been able to keep more people in it. Well, let me see if she found more retail. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't look good. She's over the bridge now. She can't find any there either. Taylor Clark. Yeah, looking. I found some yesterday. That's why I told her to go and look, but by now it's gone. I got 5 blasters and 5 value packs. I opened one of the value packs because I wanted to see Jack Flaherty, Rookie of the Year favorites. I wanted to see what the parallels, the exclusive parallels were. But there's no way to get an Ohtani. It's only prospects, which is fine. There's a lot of good names in prospects, but you can't hit an Ohtani in it, which is really would have made a difference. Eric Pardino for the Blue Jays. Domingo Acevedo. Ohtani. Well, I think retail's going because of the green Ohtani auto. You know, that's a $10,000 card. I think that's why. You know, when was the last time there were, you know, $10,000 cards in retail? Yeah, I agree. But if you can't afford jumbos, and you can get some retail, you know, $20 for a blaster box. Plus, not only that, but per auto, the odds of that auto being Ohtani are higher in the green refractors than anything else. Because they all sign 99. Now, he doesn't have green shimmer, but everybody signed 99. So, Corbin Burns, the odds of hitting Ohtani, once you have the green refractor auto, the odds of it being Ohtani are higher than anywhere else. That's what I like about it. Ohtani. It's why I like hitting atomics, because, you know, my odds of it being Ohtani in atomics and blue refractors are just as good as anybody else, you know? That's what I think's cool about those. You know, everybody that signed those, they signed 100. So when I hit an atomic, I'm like, ooh, it could be Ohtani. Oh, that's you. Oh, okay. Sorry. I got you now. Now that makes more sense. Your message makes more sense now. I was like, but he knew his name was iMac. Yeah. When iMac first started doing all that stuff, he was just a kid. You know, teenager. Justin Williams. You got nothing. You're all set. The Mets are okay. They've got two pretty common autos with Jimenez and the pitcher. I forget his name. Humphreys. And then they've got some other stuff that's rarer, you know, but not bad. It's a good team. Justin Williams, Taylor Clark, Guzman, Sheffield, Molina, Aaron Judge, $4.99 of $4.99. Tellez, Peters, Fado Paper, Gonsalves to 50, Isabel to 75, Sean Murphy, Fernando Tatis, Kingery, and Duggar. Ohtani's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 Ohtani's. Corbin Burns, Pardino, Jack Flaherty, Rookie of the Year autos, Thomas Hatch, DJ Peters, Harrison Bader, blue auto, Olivares, Chris Rodriguez, Zach Littell, blue auto, Andres Jimenez, Logan Allen, purple, Cedric Mullins, Jimenez refractor, Spencer Howard, purple, Dennis Santana, Daniel Johnson, Pache, base auto, Fabian, Dominic Smith, Colton Welker, Sam Hilliard refractor, Austin Hayes refractor auto, Mercado and Dykeman. This wasn't a very good case. 5 color autos and a Apache though, but no, not a good case.